For some fun on the phones, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Got an email from Chuck. He said, hey, could you prank call my buddy Reggie? I just want to get him. I think he's a very gettable guy. Let me know. So I reached out to Chuck yesterday and said, hey, I want to prank call your boy. And he's like, all right. I said, what did he do? And he told me he was at the store that day. I said, all right, perfect. I got a great idea. So here's me calling Chuck's buddy Reggie and asking him what his problem is. It's time for another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Who's this?
My name's Rick. Who's this?
This is Reggie. Why?
Well, I want to know if you got a problem with me, bro.
What are you talking about? Sounds like you got a problem.
What's your problem, bro?
I ain't got no problem. What's your problem?
What's your problem, bro? What's your problem?
Who is this?
Rick.
Rick who?
Rick Wilkinson. You don't...
I don't even know who you are, Rick.
Well, of course you don't know who I am because you're not paying attention. You got a problem with driving, don't you?
How'd you get my number?
Don't worry about how I got your number. Worry about what's going to happen if you don't get your act together, bro. What's your problem?
You're parking up the wrong tree, fella.
Really? What does that mean? Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, threat. Who is this?
I told you. My name's Rick.
I don't know a Rick.
Well, you ought to know, Rick, because you almost ran me over while you were at the grocery store yesterday, about noon, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And you backed out, right?
Of course. Like everyone else.
And then you just drove, right? And then you just drove off while I was standing there yelling at you after you almost ran me over.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rick.
Of course you don't, because you don't pay attention, bro. You got a problem with me? Let's work it out.
Yeah, you want to work it out? Let's go meet, and we can work it out face to face.
Oh, really? You're a big tough guy, huh?
I am. 6'4",
oh, yeah. Are you really? Is that why you use your car? Do I sound scared of you, bro? You're all bronze and no brains. That's what it is. Yeah, real funny. Yeah. Real funny. Next time you're driving around, why don't you watch what you're doing, bro?
Why don't you watch where you're walking?
Oh, I was watching where I was walking as your car almost backed into me.
No, it sounds like you almost walked into my car. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, really? Is that what you tell everybody you almost run into? Real cool, man. Real cool.
Dude, you are a character.
Dude. Is that how you talk? Dude.
That is how I talk. You got a problem
real
with that?
tough guy.
You want to meet up and see how
Yeah, I'll meet up with you, bro. I'll tell you what I'll do. As soon as I get done doing this prank call on you, I'll meet up and we'll beat up, all right?
All right.
I will.
Come on, bring it.
Tell you what. Tell everybody hi right now. Just say, hey, everybody.
What do you mean say hi? Say hi to who?
Say hi to my audience. You're on Rock 107 right now, brother. It's a Prospector prank call. You're on Rock 107.
Oh, man, are you kidding me? Come on, dude.
Reggie!
How'd you get my number?
Chuck gave me your number. He said we could prank call you and that you were at the store. Yeah. I asked for some details, for the store yesterday. I figured I'd pretend I had a problem with you running me over.
Chuck's going to get ran over now.
All right, bro, you want to meet up? Let's go.
Yeah, let's meet.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Scranton will be having free performances at the Pocket Park on Wyoming Avenue in downtown Scranton. They'll call it Pocket Park Live, which is much better than watching Pocket Pool Live. The Taliban is kicking out men who cannot grow beards. That's ridiculous. I mean, even ZZ Top made room for one guy. Today is National Toilet Paper Day. I'll be celebrating in the same place I do every year, a Chipotle bathroom.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Rock 107, and maybe that's your song. Maybe that's the song you're like, that's all about me. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, do you remember MySpace?
Yes.
MySpace used to have this thing where you would play a song and it would just go nuts. And as soon as you click on the profile, boom, that song would play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instagram's doing something similar. They have a new feature they debuted last week and lets users post a 30-second clip of audio on their bio. Now, the song doesn't autoplay. You have to actually click the bio of the person, so you're not going to see it in your feed. But if you say, oh, I wonder what Tim's song is, and you click Tim, and then you click the button, it'll start playing it for you. Mm-hmm. All right? It's a song that introduces you to the social media world, right?
Your theme song, if you will.
Yeah, so that's what we want to know this morning. What are those songs that you love? What are those songs you want to hear? What are those songs that you would actually use in that instance? And we start with Dave, who texted in, because you can now text Rock 107, right?
Yeah, send us a text.
Yeah, 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-7-625-107. And Dave texted The Oaf, Big Wreck. I had to look it up. They're a Canadian rock band, Canadian-American rock band, and I found the song The Oaf. Check this out. guitar part.
Yeah, that's
Like,
really nice.
The My Luck is Wasted, I get why that would be his theme now. My Luck is Wasted. I'm an ope, I'm screwing it up, but I love that guitar in that song. Man, is that cool.
Oh, that's fun. Donna from my Facebook said, I Won't Back Down, Tom Petty.
Another good song. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to do what I want. I won't back down, man.
Greg from your Instagram said, Sharp Dressed Man.
Yes, that's a good one, too. But I
might-
don't know. Is he sharp dressed?
Yeah, he might have to prove it. Greg.
Let's go to open mic. Actually, I don't know. I think this is the Rock Lines. We're heading to the Rock Lines. What is that theme song? You use it on your social media to introduce you to the world. Rock 107.
American Woman. That's my song.
Now, are you an American woman?
I am American Woman. This is Joan of Harvey's Lake.
She's an American woman.
Yeah. Ernesto from my Instagram said, Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd.
Now, that makes me wonder if he's like, doing some drugs.
Or just like over it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that, yeah.
Very melodic, though. I dig it.
You know what? Maybe he's just chill and mellow.
Yeah, he's just vibing.
Okay, I got it.
So Chris from your Facebook said, oh gosh, Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I get it. I mean, I get the song. It's catchy.
Yeah.
If that's what you like, dude, that's good. Is that really how you want to introduce yourself to the world? I mean, it works for Sir Mix-a-Lot, I guess. I don't know. Got one from Open Mic on the Rock 107 app here.
Free bird.
We also got a text that just backed that up, like literally as we were playing the Open Mic. Freebird. That's amazing.
John from your Facebook, and I'm unfamiliar with this song, A-Hole by Dennis Leary.
Oh, we got to be careful.
Sure, John.
All right, so we got a couple more texts as we were doing this. I don't have the songs ready to go. Fight for Your Right from the Beasties.
Okay.
That was Dave who checked in, texting to 1-888 Rock 107. Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh. Oh, my God, what a great song. Yeah. And Ed from West Hazleton, Three Little Birds.
Oh,
That left you confused?
it did.
Maybe that's what he wants.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
This had to be such a cool moment for these kids. Kansas City Royal catcher Salvador Perez took time on his day off last Thursday to play some wiffle ball instead. He said he was driving by and saw some kids playing in the yard and asked if he could join. The 9-time All-Star played a few innings with them, and they were all thrilled. One kid was pitching and said he probably wouldn't throw him another fastball, though, because he hit a home run.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
You ever get suckered into something you had no intention of watching? This Prospector show on Rock 107. And Kate, has this ever happened to you?
Oh,
you're flipping the
constantly.
channels, right? You're sitting there like, next thing you know, you're spending hours watching something you never intended to watch.
Yeah, constantly. I have ADD, so it just happens.
So you've been there, okay?
Yes.
So this happened to me on Sunday. I'm deciding, I'm like, I'm going to check the score of the Little League World Series. So I turn it on, and it's 1-0 for former Taiwan. Now, we're watching the whole game, because all of a sudden, 1-0 in the second inning, I'm intrigued. Oh, and there was some drama. First, there was a bad call on the first base umpire in the 6th inning, and then a dramatic error in the 8th. So in the 6th inning, Florida's still down by 1 run. It's 1-0. They're trying to keep their championship dreams alive. They're in the game. With a runner on first and 1 out, a Florida batter called out on strikes when the first base ump ruled he had swung. Now, do you know that play in baseball where, like, the guy swings, it's like he tries to check his swing, and they appeal to the first or third base
Yes,
ump based
yeah.
on the side of the plate he's from? Perfect. First base umpire said he swung. Only problem was he didn't swing. Not even close. And, like, I'm watching on TV and so I'm like, he didn't swing. Then they show a replay, and I'm like, all right, he definitely didn't swing. Now, look, video replay shows that, but umps are human. And kids, I think, need to learn to overcome anyway, and overcome Florida did. So they managed to get a run across that inning, tie the game, and send the game to extra innings, because you only play 6 in Little League.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, then it goes to extras. Then the 7th inning is a straight-up regular inning. And then the 8th inning, they start putting that runner on second base like they do in Major League Baseball now. Okay? So, bottom of the 8th inning, a chance here for the Florida team to do it. So they got the runner on second to start the inning. Very first pitch.
Will they bunt Alexander with the runner at second base, Norton? He gets it down. Oh, it's perfect. He threw it
Yeah, Florida's Hunter Alexander lays down a beautiful bunt. Like, if you're asking to push a bunt down the first baseline, this, like, millimeters from going into the white dust that marks the ball. Oh, it was so beautiful. And then the poor pitcher for Chinese Taipei turns around expecting the second baseman to cover because the first baseman charges the bunt, too, so usually the second baseman slides over. Instinctually just whips it over there. Nobody there. Throws the ball away. The guy on second, who had moved to third on the bunt, scores from third. Game over. Fantastic. And just such an amazing way. Florida celebrates their state's first ever Little League World Series win. And what I loved about it, you got these kids on the field. They're going nuts. They're going crazy. It's mayhem. And there's a couple kids from the Chinese Taipei team who are crying. Understandably. They just lost a Little League World Series. And you see some of the Florida players go over and hug them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there you go. Like, it's cool that America won, and I'm all USA, and all that. You know what's even cooler? Seeing people be people.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Some people feel like a kid in a candy store. This guy apparently felt like John Dillinger. A 36-year-old man in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, named Joshua Kim, freaked out at a candy store called Sugar Life because they wouldn't accept a return. Now, the store says that they make their return policy clear when you check out. Although it's seemingly common sense to most people, who'd want to buy candy that someone else took home but later returned? Joshua didn't understand, and he got into a heated argument and pulled out a gun. He pointed it at 2 employees and threatened to, quote, put a chunk in their heads if they didn't give him his money back. By chunk, he wasn't talking about peanut brittle. While this was happening, there were families in the store, including children. It sounds like Joshua got his money and left, and thankfully no one was hurt. The employees called police. They tracked Joshua down later that night and arrested him. In addition to gun charges, they also found cocaine and weed in his truck.
Nominee number 2.
If you're going to run a bad business, you just might as well be legit. A 55-year-old man in Florida named Jose Martiz Alvarez is facing a felony charge after he was caught impersonating a pizzeria. Jose had an elaborate, bizarre scheme. He'd go to hotels and distribute fake flyers, pretending to be another local pizzeria, but those flyers would have his number on them. He would then take the orders, make the pizzas, and deliver them, which seems like a lot of work. Enough that you might just actually open your own pizzeria, but apparently he wanted to use the other place's name and reputation, but only make really cheap, really bad pizzas so he could pocket more money. Jose was doing this for years before the real pizzeria finally realized what was happening and had cops track the guy down. They'd been getting strange complaints and bad reviews off and on, but couldn't figure out how the confusion was happening. Jose was charged with an organized scheme to defraud, along with aggravated battery charges, because after fleeing hotel staff, he hit a member with his vehicle.
And the winner is
the man who held the candy store workers at gunpoint, all because he wanted his money back for some candy. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107.
Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.